All right, today we are talking all about Alpaka's tech, travel, utility, and EDC pouches and cases. Let's get right into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Desmond. I make videos about tech, travel, camera gear, and we are talking all about some of my favorite things: organization with EDC pouches, travel cases, utility cases, tech kits, and all supplied by Alpaka. And one thing I will say before I start the review is Alpaka did send these things over, but there has been no exchange of money and they don't get to see these reviews before I post them. So let's jump right in. All right, now the holiday season is rolling around. I know we're all doing a lot of flying, a lot of driving, a lot of traveling. And for me, keeping organized is really important. And that's kind of where my obsession with pouches and tech cases and dock kits and all of those things come into play. And one of my favorite places to get that stuff is from Alpaka. So if you've ever seen my channel before, you know I love their gear, and I'm really big into their functional and well-designed pouches. I love their sling bags and things like that, but their pouches have really been blowing my mind lately. And let's go through all of them from smallest to largest. So first, let's start here. Take a look at this little guy. This is called the hub pouch. I love this because I actually use this to carry my smallest things that are really important. Dongles, different little utility tools. You can keep a iPhone charger in here as well. But this is just a great little pouch. It's absolutely tiny. And for reference, this is like a Sony battery. You could throw that in here. You can throw a pair of AirPods in here. It's just where I keep my smallest things. And one thing I love about this is when I'm traveling, if I just need to reach in, grab headphones, grab AirPods, grab a charger, a dongle to connect my SD card to my phone or my iPad, it's always in this little pouch, so I can just reach into my bag, feel for it, pull this out, and everything is organized really, really well. And what you'll notice if I open this up is you've got that really high quality nylon material Alpaka makes all of their sling bags out of and their pouches out of. It's just great, high quality. You've got this really nice external pocket. You can put whatever you want in here. One thing I will say about this external pocket is you can't tell, but I can feel inside. This is lined with like a semi-waterproof material, so you could keep like a cream or chapstick or whatever you don't want messing up the rest of your gear. And then again, take a look, it has that clamshell opening, right? Opens wide. You can keep anything you want in these little pockets. You've got two dividers here. One thing I will say about this particular pouch that it doesn't have compared to the other bags that I've used from Alpaka is that high contrast interior. Notice this is black on black on black. It looks cool. It looks very tactical, but with a lot of black gear, I just like high contrast interior so I can see immediately what I'm using. The only thing that is helpful is I have a lot of like white Apple gear, so my dongles, my chargers, my bricks, all of those are white, so I guess in a way still high contrast. Next, not something I thought I would use very often, but I do enjoy having it around. This is the Modular Sling. This is the Modular Sling. This is one of Alpaka's newer additions to their lineup, and really what it is you've got this pouch. This is made from, again, that really high quality X-Pack material. I can always tell just because I love the feel of it. And if you take a look, held together by magnets, this pouch opens up. You get that classic high contrast Alpaka interior. And this thing is really quite cool. Honestly, what it's built for is holding a cell phone, important documents when you're traveling. You've also got a little pocket right here. Let me give you another closer look. Pull this out. So if you've got credit cards and things in there, you can just pull this tab and it slides it right out. This is really nice, and like I said, I didn't expect to enjoy using something like this as much, but it is pretty useful, especially when you're traveling. And as you can see here, I can fit my iPhone 13 Max Pro in here. It fits really well, and again, you can just kind of like close it. The really nice thing about this, especially if you're traveling, is you can just kind of toss this over your shoulder and it holds your valuables really tight. You can throw a jacket over this, so when you're traveling relatively light and you just want your phone, your wallet, your keys, I don't know, your documents, your passport, anything that's really important that you don't want people to have access to from the back of your backpack. This is a great way to just keep things really nice and tight and close and safe. throw a jacket over, and you are pretty much good to go. One other thing I will show you about this modular sling is Velcro here. So you could actually strap this to the outside of different alpaca bags and straps, which is really cool and helpful. So this makes this bag quite modular. You can wear it standalone, or you could strap it to the outside of a different alpaca bag and add a special pocket for your phone and other important valuables. All right, next we are moving up in size. This is actually one of my favorites. This is the utility pouch. So take a close look here. You get that really high quality X-Pack material, and this is in the coyote brown colorway. I actually really enjoy this. So give you a little look, all four sides. All right, so let's just start with the front. You've got the coyote brown X-Pack material on the front. You have a waterproof zipper and a pocket in here. What you'll also find in this pocket is a strap. So the utility pouch can double as a sling if you would like. And in here you have X-Pack interior lining, so you could keep anything like hand sanitizer, things again you don't want leaking into your gear. And let's open this up. Full access. You have that really nice clamshell opening, full access to all of your gear. What I like about it is you've got, again, that accent of coyote brown in here. Have a large pocket. You get that really cool orange interior, that honeycomb pattern. I like that. And then you've got a zip pocket with 3 individual areas to put things. Honestly, because of the waterproofing and all of the other zippers here, I think SD cards, batteries, things that are really important to me when I travel would go in this pouch. And if I give you a look here vertically, you have a long pocket here, and then you've got 2 partitioned compartments here. And I'll just give you something for reference. This is a Sony camera battery. Pops in there perfectly. So you could hold a couple batteries and some additional pieces. So like I said, for this particular utility pouch, because of its waterproofing, the material, SD cards, camera gear, camera batteries, other things that are important, I would keep in here. I've got some small action cameras like the GoPro and the DJI Action 2 that I would also consider putting in here as well. All right, moving on. I really like this. So let's take a look at this. I love the color. This is the limited edition red. This is the Alpaka tech case. Again, you have that really high quality X-Pack in this cool red. You have full weather sealed YKK zippers. Really, really nice all the way around. And one big difference is this is a more rigid shape than the other pouches. So if you take a look, you've got that more like squared off rigid shape. It's gonna do a great job, especially with tech. I carry a lot of like MacBook bricks, dongles, things that already tend to expand the pouches. So the fact that this has already got some depth to it is going to be really helpful, especially carrying MacBook bricks and other cables. Let's go ahead and open it up. Pretty simple. I actually like this nice gray interior. So right here, we've got 2 mesh pockets. Honestly, I look at these mesh pockets and I think MacBook brick, like full MacBook brick will fit really well here. And you could probably do the MacBook cables. And then if you look on this side, you've got another pocket. This is X-Pack interior as well, which is great. You've got a zipper right here. And you have 2 tiny pockets here. Like I said, the thing that is great about this tech kit that is different than the other pouches that I've shown you is this more rigid build and the rigid structure. So you could put the GoPro in here, the DJI, you could put different cameras. You could fit a ZV-1 in here if you've ever seen one of those. Tiny little Sony camera, AirPods, things that you want to keep safe, things that you want to keep water away from. This is a pretty perfect bag. The only downside I would say about a bag like this is if you don't have that much tech to warrant all the additional space, because of its rigid structure, it will just naturally take up more space versus say the utility pouch, which if it isn't full, remains relatively flat and only expands when it is packed full of things. All right, and finally, the largest alpaca pouch that I have. This is the Elements Tech case, not to be confused with the Elements Tech kit. So take a look at the tech case. Really cool. This one holds the most stuff. Alpaka actually released a bigger version of this for those of you that want to carry a ton of stuff in one bag, but I actually really like the size. And what's special is, boom, I love the way this is designed. So this is my favorite of all the bags I've shown you because it's larger. You have that classic orange honeycomb pattern, and it comes with built-in organization. So let me take all the stuff out. But this thing is holding like my Leica Q2 charger, cables, just chargers for everything, dongles, cables. So now take a look inside. I really like that. It starts small, and then when you open it up, you have all of this organization that you can access. So you've got a main pocket here, which is great. You can fit an iPad mini actually. So I usually travel and I keep my iPad mini in here. In the next pocket over, you have a zipper. You could put anything you want in there. Again, that internal material is really nice. And then look at this big flap. This compartment will actually let you fit something as large as this, like a Q2 charger. This is about as thick as a MacBook charger, if not thicker, and it fits really well in here. Then you have another layer with another zipper pocket. In here, I've got some DJI accessories you don't need to worry about. More flaps. And then finally, I'll turn it over to this side. You've got a couple of built-in pockets. I use this to keep my cables, MacBook charging cable and an iPhone cable. And if we flip over to the front, you have one more pocket just for things you want quick access to. I really like the Elements Tech case. Like I said, it's my favorite of all the ones I've shown you so far. One, because you get all of the benefits, very little of the weaknesses from the others. You get the size, you have the high quality X-Pack material on the outside, you have the weatherproofed zippers all around, you get the classic Alpaka orange honeycomb high contrast interior, really easy to find your gear. And then when you open it up, you have this accordion style organization. And if you take a look back here, it also works with the strap, so you can turn this into a highly functional sling bag. I wouldn't carry it as a sling. I just fill it full of things and toss it into one of my weekenders or my luggage. Okay, and that is the video. That is the review. Alpaka obviously has a lot more different pouches in different sizes and different materials and colors. Those are the ones that I've tested and used on a daily basis lately. I'm sure I'll get some more from them and I'll figure out which one ends up being my favorite. But if you enjoyed this content, please hit that like button, subscribe for more videos just like this. I will catch y'all in the next one.